Is that any better? Hello, you can hear me now? Hello. Okay, perfect. So I've had a lot of technical issues setting up today, so I'm guessing my talking the past half hour, none of it has been picked up. If it has, I'm sorry for repeating myself for about the third time. Um, I was playing around with my microphone's settings earlier, trying to work on just the audio balance, and I guess that messed up something and it just didn't pick up anything I was saying on the microphone at all, even though OBS was showing it being picked up. And of course I can't remember any of the things that I was mentioning earlier. If I can remember what it was, I'll let you know. One of them, you can't hear the game audio. That's because for some reason, the emulator continues to just garble all of the music from the game. I cannot figure out why it's doing that. Played around with the sound settings. I've looked online to see how to fix it. Nothing worked. There aren't any frames being skipped. It just garbles all the audio from the emulator. So I've got the emulator muted. I am playing music by Kumu, who is this artist I discovered via Spotify. They do a lot of remixes of mostly Nintendo music. Check them out. They're really cool. I checked their site to make sure it was good to use it when streaming, and they said it was okay as long as you just credit them. So there you go. Is that Everlot123? This is your favorite Pokemon game? I really like Emerald. It's one of my favorites. It might be my favorite. I'm doing a Nuzlocke of it right now with a twist where all of the wild Pokemon are randomized, as well as trainers Pokemon. We have not had the best of luck. This is actually my second run because the first one, the save file got corrupted after dealing with Team Magma at, what is it, Mount Chimney, right before Lava Ridge. So we're doing a second run, and I tend to knock out half the Pokemon that I encounter. Second and winning run? Don't say that, Jambebsy, because the opposite of everything you say is what comes true. Alright, let's see what we'll get here in Dewford. Swinub. Everlot Emerald was your third Pokemon game? Trying to think which one it was for me. I played Blue, Yellow, Gold and Silver, Crystal, ruby, and then emerald. No, leaf green and then emerald. I don't know how many that was. Give a nickname. Oh yeah, we need a nickname now. Ruby was your first, then Special Pikachu Edition. Both good. What do I want to name this swine up? Cutie. That would have been good, but I'm going with Waffle. Oh, I didn't see Jam Bebsy Brawly is going to have all legendaries. That would be something. I think he's not allowed to due to the randomizer settings. Everlati went in a weird order. Nothing wrong with that. Looks like we're getting Eradicate here. You also owned an original NES, then jumped from that straight to PS2. I started with the SNES and a Sega Genesis. Then had a Game Boy Color. And then I had an original NES. And then after that, I didn't have a new system at all until the Nintendo GameCube. Jam Bebsy, you never played Emerald until recently? Ah. I feel... I was gonna say that's a big one to miss out on, but which it is. I really like Emerald, but I feel like it was a really easy one to miss because I don't really think there was much advertising for it. And it came out, like, I think after the Nintendo DS was released. This Eradicate knows Latios's signature move. I kind of want it now just because it knows. I'm afraid I'm going to knock it out, though. Ever lied to your first system was a Genesis? Love the Aladdin game? No, I was afraid I was going to knock it out. I never played Aladdin. I played The Lion King a lot on the SNES and nearly beat it. I've heard the Aladdin game is also really difficult, too. Jam Bebsy, you say recently, you mean a few years back, but you never played it on cartridge. A few years back is recently. I mean, March 2020 feels like it was last month, so at this point, a few years back is just like 3 months back. Everlot Aladdin was really hard for 5-old you. Yeah, I think that game is still hard even for, like, adults today. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that was a critical hit? Okay, that's not too bad. March 2020 was simultaneously last month and 5 years ago. That it was. Okay, there's an item down here, I remember. Welcome to the chat. Is that Atrobar? I'm sorry if I mispronounce anyone's names on here. I do plan on using Waffle, but first I want to get the experience share, which is why I'm rushing through the cave here. I got it right. Atrobar? Cool. Good to know. Oh yeah, I didn't see Jam Bebsy. You said you played red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, ruby, sapphire, and then got to picky. That's fair. I definitely got picky with Pokemon starting with Gen 4. I know I've mentioned this before. I played Diamond when it first came out, and I was not a fan of it. To the point where, like, I did not touch Heart Gold or Soul Silver for a little while. I eventually got Soul Silver and was pretty happy with it. But I never touched Diamond when it came out. I mean, not Diamond, Platinum. I know it's supposed to fix a lot of the problems with Diamond and Pearl, but it was just, I just did not enjoy Diamond and Pearl that much. I've never even replayed any of them. Apologies to anyone who loves those games. I know a lot of people love them, there's nothing wrong with that. It just wasn't really my thing. That Sunkern knows Hyper Beam? Everlot apology not accepted. JK, I was gonna say, you can leave the chat if that's the case. I'm playing with you. I keep getting TMs with not great moves. That's where they have great moves, and then I immediately lose the Pokemon that I teach it to. But no, like I said, I know there are a lot of people who love the Gen 4 games. They just... I don't know. It was just not my thing. Alright, so we are going to head back to Rustboro and get the experience share now. I'm going to heal before I do that. I'm not going to say they're wrong. They're not wrong. It's just different taste in games. Like, my criticisms with Diamond were that, like, some of the type variety wasn't good. I mean, everyone knows if you didn't pick Chimchar as your starter, the only other fire option for until you beat the Pokemon League is Ponyta. It's also a really slow game. Oh, one moment. Like, if you go back and play them, look how long it takes for a Pokemon's health bar to decrease. That's part of why I never replayed it, was just, it takes so long. And then Cynthia was the other reason. That huge level gap before you get to her. And her team is insane. I do remember it taking me several tries. I was hoping to avoid encounters there. It's fun seeing all the good Pokemon that I could have caught on these routes I've already been to. Oh yeah, I don't think I ever looked at my Swinub's attacks. Icy Beam and Ice Beam. Useful, but last stream I was running into a ton of steel and rock types. And all my Pokemon only know normal and flying attacks. So it just was not going well. Hit the wrong button. All right. Now we can finally start training the Swinub. Waffle. And I think I'm gonna go fishing here as well. See what we can get. That's not bad. Since we fished this up, would it be a seahorse? Ah. I'm so worried that if I attack any wild Pokemon, it's just gonna instantly knock it out, because that's been my luck. We'll try the Great Ball this time. That was even worse than the Pokeball. Ugh. Now I'm getting into the territory of worrying that it's going to knock itself out now. And of course it knows Fire Blast. That at least means that I don't have to worry as much about keeping an eye on my health. There we go. And since I fished this out of the sea, I'm curious what all it knows. Fire Blast and Overheat. Faint Attack, Fire Spin. Not bad. Oops. I love that I can teach Acid to Waffle or Dermple. I want to train on gym trainers now? Forget if there's anyone. It's interesting. I've played Emerald a lot more than I have Ruby, but I always forget the layout of this gem in Emerald, but can remember the layout in Ruby. And I don't have an awakening. Oh no. Oh. Oof. It's a little worried there. Jeez. Thankfully, that earlier overheat could its special attack. Darnbull, you have to wake up. There you go, buddy. I'm gonna risk it. I think its special attack is low enough that we don't have to... I was going to say we don't have to worry unless it gets a lucky critical hit. Well, there went our starter. There goes our mascot. Jan Bebsy, you picked a horrible moment to look away. Darnbull is dead. I made a risky move. That Flareon had used overheat and cut its special attack, and it was basically in a position where Darnbull was low on health, but as long as the Flareon did not get a lucky critical hit, Darnbull would have been fine. And of course, it got a critical hit. So yes, Darnbull, who has journeyed with us through 2 Nuzlockes now. Yes, I, the person who runs Explosion on Nuzlocke. Also, thank you for the follow. just a second ago. Hope you're enjoying our run-throughs so far. And yeah, for anyone who is not here for the last Nuzlocke, I caught a Dermple, a Dunsparce. I think it was the first wild Pokemon I caught, and it wasn't until about 3 or 4 routes in. And one of its first moves that it learned was Explosion, which of course I kept Explosion on it and ended up using it in a trainer battle against a Metagross. And then shortly after that happened, by which I mean less than a minute later, I caught a wild Togepi that knew both Explosion and Self-Destruct. And then shortly after that, the save file got corrupted. And we're on this new run. I think the emulator knows that if Dermple got too powerful and exploded again, that would be the end of the Nuzlocke. It would cause the save file to corrupt, probably the whole emulator. That's probably why the audio from the emulator was glitching so much now that I think about it. It's probably from Dermple. Hi, Amy Bun. Thank you for doing that, because that reminds me I need to update the death command because we just had a death. Yes, there has been a death. Mothula was actually last stream. What level was Dermple? Level 16? Okay, it should be updated now. And yes, deaths all around. Deaths are very common in my Nuzlocke. That was not the gym, that was the Pokemon Center. It's the opposite of a gym. Pokemon Centers are where you go for healing. Gyms are where you go to die. Trainer over there. What? Waffle, that's amazing. Except since I have it and not the AI, it's always going to miss. I'm feeling pretty good with this team, though. And I finally have something that can fight steel types. Plus this gem is fire type, so if I can get Horsey leveled up, since its ability is flash fire, fire attacks can't hurt it. Also, if Omega could learn an electric attack. I always get Torment and Taunt mixed up. I forget which one does which. Taunt is when you can't use status moves. Yeah, I always forget whether it's Taunt or Torment that does that, and which one does the other. This game loves getting critical hits on me. Alright. I think all that's left in here is Brawly then. Which... before I fight Brawly, I'm gonna head over to Slateport and do some leveling over there. Jambebsy, you're doing your reverse psychology here. You're going to lose the rest of your team this gym. Thank you. That's the confidence that I need. Oh yeah, I forget that you can just get the edge of Route 107 over here. Ooh. That is a good find. I don't really have a good way to weaken it, is the problem. And I don't have many Pokeballs left. I have the Master Ball, but I don't think this is a good time for it. This might be worth it. Gengar is awesome. Agreed. It's just knowing my luck, the moment I use the Master Ball, the next route is going to have, like, a wild Metagross or something. Metagross. Oh, that did a lot more damage than I thought it would. Okay, we're good. We're good. Hmm. Ah, I'm trying. If I had been smart, I would have run by the shop and gotten some more Pokeballs. There we go. Did not have to use the Master Ball. Alright, we need a name now. Anyone got any suggestions? Woohoo? I'm not feeling that for a nickname for Gengar. Hmm. Spoop. Oops, that's not a... There we go. And we can make it back. King Boo is also good, but yeah, I had to go with Spoop. Um, hmm. I'm gonna have Waffle on standby as a backup. I'm trying to focus on just 3 or 4 Pokemon so that I'm not spending an eternity grinding. If I do have to grind, I'm gonna use the speed up, which is like that. JM Bebsy, you can watch with most of your attention now that you're the last one in the office. Thank you so much. And glad things have quieted down. Oops, I accidentally hit the speed up button there. Ugh. That's not too bad. Now watch it pull out Hydro Pump or something like that. Oh, Clamp, that's right. Amy Bun, you're sorry if you're not too chatty, drawing as you watch. Oh, that's fine. What you drawing? This is not a good situation for Omega. But that is. I was a little worried we were going to lose Omega there. Amy Bun, you're not sure yet? Just warm up doodles for now? Fair enough. Hope some inspiration comes soon. I'm pretty excited to have a Gengar on the squad, though ever since everyone informed me during the why am I blanking? During the our Super Adventure stream that Ghost is physical before Gen 4. I'm a little less excited. It's timid. That's not as good as this generation. What does timid affect? I don't really know the natures that well, other than like adamant and modest. More art fight, Amy. Probably just haven't decided who to attack yet. Timid is minus attack plus speed. Thank you. And yeah, since Ghost is physical in this generation, it's really weird to me that Ghost is physical and then Dark is special. Especially since, like, a lot of the Dark types tend to have high attack and a lot of the Ghosts tend to have high special attack. So it's very backwards. Also, I agree with JM Bebsy. Amy Bun, please share your art when you're done. I would love to see it as well. A ball of shadows, physical, using your teeth, special. Well, of course. I mean, shadows, I can see my own shadows. My own teeth, though, I can't see those, so I cannot be sure that my teeth are physical. Like, yes, there are mirrors, but I don't know. That might not be me in the mirror. Okay, I need to focus on this battle. I have not been paying attention. Goodbye, Omega. I should have been paying attention. I was just kind of pressing buttons and looking at chat. Amy Bun, no plushies for a while now. You work from the room you sew in, and after being in there all day, it kind of puts me off sitting there for longer. That's legit. It's kind of hard to do hobbies in the same place you work. Hopefully it'll feel better soon, though. And Omega is Gengar now. I swear it's because I always say I'm just going to train 3 or 4 Pokemon, and the game sees that I have 5 in my party, and it says, no, we're going to hold you accountable. Pinsir, you don't have wings yet. That's not until Gen 6. Well, we have to go put another one to rest. Voltorb, this song's for you. You're gonna go rolling around in that big green hill zone in the sky. Oops. I'm trying to update some things real quick. I think at this point, let me check my PC again, because I think I've killed as many Pokemon as I have caught. Not yet. Or not as many as I've caught, but as many as are alive. We have 4 dead, 5 alive. If I killed as many as I had caught, the run would be over. And I do think that's a possibility, the way this is going. Jan Bebsy, your graveyard is definitely larger than your spares plus party. Yeah, like... You got this. This team is going to do great. Thank you, Amy Bun. There's those special teeth again. I touched on this, I think, it was either last episode or a couple before it, somewhere in there. This is my first randomizer, Nuzlocke. Well, it's technically my second since the first one died. Oh, Benny, you awake? Nope, right back to sleep. And on the one hand, I find it, like, it's really fun because I can't just fall back on the Pokemon I normally would. And, like, I don't really know what to expect. But on the other hand, things get kind of wild and there's a lot more death because I don't know what to expect and I can't really fall back on stuff that I'm used to. Also, I want to check something. So this is normally Rock Tomb, and I don't know if Gengar can normally learn Rock Tomb. If it could, that would have been a nice one to have on it for now. And I actually think this is a situation, since I've had a number of deaths and my main squad is pretty much all gone other than Moon Egg at this point. I do think I'm going to do a little bit of level grinding. And I'm going to do it in Granite Cave, since the levels are a little lower. Jambebsy, after Maxie's double Groudon, you're just struggling now. Yeah, that was... that looked like a nightmare. Okay, I've got to play a little smart, because Raticates are no joke. Plus it knows Luster Purge. I almost switched into Spoop there, and then remembered that no, this Raticate knows Luster Purge. Like that. Did I bind the screen capture to the same button as the speed up? I did. I'm gonna fix that real quick. Capture. Oops. And there's the jinx. If Tazzy were here, she would be wanting me to catch this. And of course, I miss. I love how, like, 90 and 95 accuracy moves will just never hit if the player is using them. Yeah, that's fine. Just a wild Dragonite. This is nice. And it knows Outrage. Crud. I should not have sped that up. This is not good. I might have to run from this. Oh, no. Moon Egg can deal with it. Wonder... maybe if I set the speed just slightly faster? That didn't work. Will double speed work? No. Sorry about that. I was playing around with the speed settings and see if I could make the emulator run at either 1.5 or 2 times speed to make things slightly faster so I don't run into situations like that from going too fast. All right, Togepi. Jeez. And I'm out of healing. Great. But we should be able to outspeed it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, thank goodness. Whew. I was really worried I was gonna lose Horsey as well. I do have some orange berries. But okay, I'm not going to touch the speed up button anymore. Of course it knows Bubble Beam. Oh. I'm not going to touch the speed up button anymore because that is just a lot of danger. In fact, I am going to completely unbind it from the controller. I'm a little scared to switch anyone in. Spoop can't do anything, though. That's the problem. Oh yeah, Moon Egg can heal. Hopefully this doesn't crit. Or just use something completely wild. Okay, it healed as well. Alright, we're good. I want to check something. Okay. Oops. I'm also not feeling too terribly confident anymore. Since I now have to catch up my squad to where the old ones were. think now it's my turn to apologize for not chatting too much, simply because there's not too much going on other than doing some level grinding now, which was something I was hoping to avoid this run. Okay, not worth it to fight the Sunkern. And I'm going to turn off battle animations. Jam Bebsy, level grinding in a Nuzlocke is like veggies in a meal. It's not why you're there, but it's a necessary evil. It is sometimes a necessary evil. But the amusing thing is that I do like veggies. I'm also trying to see when my Pokemon learn new attacks. Looks like Rapidash will get one. Sorry, Horsey will get one at level 14. And Spoop will get one at level 13. So we are almost there for both of them. Also, these Pokemon aren't giving good experience. I think I'm going to try the route north of Slateport. It's just amazing to me because my first Nuzlocke, about the time where we are now, we were already had like getting close to our third badge. And here I'm still trying to grind up to get the second badge. There's Punchy. Oh, I think I forgot to stock up on Pokeballs, though. I think all I have is the Master Ball. I have a Nest Ball. I'm not using the Master Ball on a Hitmonchan. Jam Bebsy if I'm feeling risky and I haven't already. The Aqua Grunts give good experience in the museum. This is true. I'm not feeling that risky yet. Alright, we're not getting Hitmonchan. And a fighting type is exactly what I need to deal with the steel types that the game likes to throw at me. Though I have fire for steel. Still would have been nice. I forgot that Spoop learned Sandstorm. It's a weird one. I'm not even gonna learn Astonish. It's not worth it. Jam Bebsy. You had Punchy since he was a level 3 Tyrogue on Route 101 and he was your best opener. When you lost Punchy, you definitely lost your confidence in completing the run. Aww. Well, hopefully the rest of the run will go well. I know you basically had to start over with a new team, but they're looking pretty good. If I can get something special on Gengar. I'm not trying to open the menu. I forget. Is there anywhere that gives TMs here? Oh. I had completely forgotten about that. I was just hoping there was someone here who had TMs. JM Bebsy, Snorlax is good for you. Belly, drum, rest, and snore. There you go. Fossil is definitely your MVP now. How you survived that second Groudon after you ran out of healing items, you'll never know. Skarmory is very tanky physically. Its defense stat is insane. Oops. Thankfully, none of those Groudon knew, like, Flamethrower or Fire Blast. Thankfully, the Groudon AI seemed to mostly be, aha, Skarmory is Steel-type. Earthquake is the way to go. Yeah, I've kind of noticed that the Gen 3 AI on a randomizer seems to not know how to handle randomized Pokemon. Even the trainers. Like, I almost wonder if they're going off their old movesets or something. You were surviving +6 attack boosted slashes. It all just came down to the crits in the end. Yeah. Glad you were the one who got the crit. I tend to forget that crits ignore the user's negative stat changes and the target's positive stat changes until it happens. Sure, why not? You get Roar. But yeah, I forget what Skarmory's base defense stat is. Like, I want to say it's 200. I don't think that's right. I think it's like 150 or something, but I know it's ridiculous. How are my Pokemon doing? I may a couple more levels. Air Cutter was doing maybe 5 HP until the crit, which was basically a one-shot. Still traumatized though. Aw. No more deaths. You've got this. Skarmory is definitely one of the two best steel/flying Pokemon. I agree with that. I forget, isn't that one Ultra Beast a steel/flying type? What is it called? Celesteela, I think? I also just realized I keep opening up the menu to look at my squad and what order they're in and their levels, when I literally have graphics of them right below the game. Jam Bebsy, maybe. Ultra Beast don't do much for you except Poipole. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I just... Like, I definitely don't consider it one of the two best steel types. It just occurred to me that I think it is also a steel/flying type. But yeah, I like Poipole and its evolution. And that's really about it with the Ultra Beasts. I'm amused by the exploding head clown one, Blacephalon, I think. I've never used it, and I'm not particularly interested in using it. It just amuses me. Ah. I'm not meaning to hit the screen capture button. I might need to unbind that one as well. I think I'm going to get everyone to level 16, and then I'll go challenge the Aqua Grunts. As for now, I want to get some food and water and just do a little bit of stretching. I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So just hang tight, get some water and food yourself, take a bathroom break if you need it. We'll be back soon. Alright, I am back. I was also just checking. Brawly's strongest Pokemon is level 19. And he uses fire types. I'm also realizing I'm going to turn battle animations back on. It's a lot harder for me to keep track of what's going on when they're off because I can't, I don't always make the connection between, like, I'll read the text and what they used, but it's for some reason harder for me to kind of process. Whereas if I have the animation with it, it's a lot easier for me to register what just happened and what to look out for. Like, it didn't occur to me until after I got out of that battle that Trico used knockoff and it was super effective, and I was like, oh, that could have been a little bad. Interesting razor leaf. What was I doing? I'm sorry that I'm sitting here just grinding experience on Hitmonchan, JM Bepsi. But they're really good for Spoop. I also like that Shadow Ball lowers special defense. But again, since it's Gen 3, it's keying off of defense. I see the Sceptile got mad at me for killing all the Trico. Hopefully it doesn't know anything too bad. Grass Whistle, okay. Ugh. It also got tongue-tied there. It also occurred to me that there are trainers down on the beach that I have not fought. So I actually think they're the next stop. Sure, let's just pick up this cookie off of the sand. As long as that pupitar doesn't smell like crunch or something. Okay. I can deal with that. Oops, sorry about that. I'm gonna regret this, but let's try out Waffle. Get a little bit more experience on it. And of course, this trainer has an Exploud. Of course it does. We'll send in Moon Egg. JM Bebsy, you forgot you have a swine up too. Should train up your crepe. Yeah, I never really used Swinub in earlier generations. I've used one once in, I forget which game. Post Gen 4 though, when you could get Mama Swine. I'm so amused that it knows Fissure. So I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but in Nuzlocke, I have become really terrified of Doduo whenever I'm using a ghost or psychic type because of Gen 2, where they knew Pursuit. Ooh, I was hoping Waffle could hang, but Waffle cannot. So it's just reflex. Every time I see a Doduo, I think it's going to use Pursuit. It's going to kill my Psychic and Ghost types. And there's no switching out because it's going to kill it. Spoop, you have got to learn something useful. But yeah, there's this one route in Johto where I know there's a lot of wild Doduo. And playing Silver and Crystal growing up, I would always get an Abra. I would always teach it the elemental punches. And I'd get Kadabra. And it would always get knocked out there on that route all the time because of the Kadabra. I mean, the Doduo. Jam Bebsy, back in a bit. It's got to head into a work meeting and gonna quit the stream as your battery isn't looking so hot. Aw. Well, it was good having you around. Hope the meeting goes well, and totally understandable about your battery. Would not want to be the cause of the death of your phone. That's one less death that I want to be the cause of today. I don't think I'm going to go too much longer, though. Steel resists ghost. Correct. Doesn't matter anyway. I want to say they got rid of steel resisting ghost in Gen 7 specifically because of the Hole Edge line. Which is wild to me that they would like make every single steel type slightly worse just because of one Pokemon. Though it does help with Metagross some, so... But yeah, I'm not gonna go too much longer. I want to at least fight Brawly today. Which I think is where I'm going to head now. forget, does the person in this house give you anything? Nope. Oh yeah, let me get the soda pops here. And I did fight all the trainers in here, correct? Alright. Which, for this battle, since I am nervous about it and how it's going to go, there is actually a particular song that I am going to play. Well, two. Just make this as intense as possible. Thank you, Amy Bun. I'm hoping Flash Fire on Horsey will... That's not good. Spore? What? Oh no. I guess at least Zap Cannon can't paralyze me because I'm asleep. But Spore? I kind of get Zap Cannon. Also... This is bad. Okay, so I cannot even safely switch to anyone because it knows Shadow Ball and Zap Cannon. Though it may run out of Zap Cannon uses. It may already be out. Amy Bun, this is some BS. I agree. Oh, thank you, Magmar. Thank you for that flame wheel. Horsey will gladly eat that up. Ugh. I think it's out of Zap Cannons, though. pretty sure. Oh yeah, I think I have a cherry berry. I could heal the paralysis. It might be worth it. And of course it then uses Spore. Ah, come on, Magmar. This is still Brawly's first Pokemon, by the way. He has 3. Oof. Oh, that was the end of those 2 songs. Um... Alright, 1 down, 2 more to go. I'm gonna try something. There we go. I didn't think Torkoal had an ability that would absorb fire. And Flash Fire boosted us earlier, plus with Stab, it still beats out Feint Attack. Even with Torkoal resisting it. Also, I love how Horsey has 2 attacks that have somewhat low accuracy, and then one that always hits. Not gonna risk a crit, because that's how this game likes to play. There it is. I'm glad I healed. Come on, Fire Blast. There we go. That should do it. This leaves us one more Pokemon. And it's a Charmander. I love that the last one is just a Charmander. That's so good. Amy Bun, just a little Charmander doing his best. I like to think that Brawley keeps him at, or sorry, I think his name was Jill due to the randomizer. Keeps Charmander at a little bit of a higher level than the others and at the back of his team, kind of as like, you know, you're my top Pokemon. You're the one that I bring in when things are looking grim. You're the ringer. You read that as explosion for a second and panicked. No, if you see explosion at any time, it will be because I was the one that used explosion. And we got the Knuckle Badge. Body Slam. That's nice. Normally this would be Bulk Up. So only Pokemon that could learn Bulk Up will be able to learn this. I'm hoping Horsey will be able to. Horsey is not able to. That's disappointing. And yeah, kind of going with what you were saying, that you read Explosion for a second and panicked. That's kind of like, it didn't even occur to me what it was using because there wasn't an animation for it. It wasn't until about the third time that it used Eruption that I realized, like, it really occurred to me that it was Eruption it used. And it's just, like I said, if there is no animation, it takes me a lot longer to really, like, process what attack it's using. Oh, it started raining here. But yeah, like I said, I was just gonna go to the second badge today. Amy Bun, same, you can't play without the animation. Yeah, like, I can really only do it if reading, nah, yeah. I can only do it if I'm just kind of replaying a game and I'm grinding and it's not a Nuzlocke and I'm just kind of speeding through. But yeah, something like this, no, like, I don't know. I'm a very visual person. Even though the words are there, it's still, I need the visual. But yeah, reading, yeah, who needs that? But yeah. Like I said, was gonna just go to the second gym. We got the badge. Next time, we will work our way toward the third badge, take on Team Aqua, take on our rival, fight our other rival, and then get our third badge from the third gym. Thank you all for joining. Hope you have a good rest of your afternoon. In about 45 minutes, I will be watching the Our Super Adventure stream. You should definitely jump over there, watch them. They're really cool. They do really good art. They have really cool cats. and I'll be in the chat as well. I'll see you there, Amy Bun. Have a good Friday, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is for you.